Hey everybody, happy holidays. I wanted to post this because right now I'm going through a lot of what we talk about. The X was over with the kids, had a nice dinner, and we were all together, and then they left. And so the kids are gone, she's gone, I'm in this house solo, left with everything, the black hole, if you will. Now, something we never would have thought of a few years ago, us and, me and her, is doing this, like having a meal together. But this is something we've done this year, and it's huge. So that's a big leap forward. But I'm still left with this hole, and I'm sure she is to a degree, but I'm here and I'm dealing with myself. She's not my affair anymore. Uh, so I'm feeling vulnerable now. That's why I'm putting this out here, because this is real world. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is like happening. So, what am I doing? I feel good about my response. I don't feel good, but I feel good about my response because as they left, the car's driving off, disappearing into the darkness, and I'm here. Uh, I think the first thing that struck me, beyond the children, I definitely miss them, but we have a good relationship, so that element is strong. But it's loneliness, right? The black hole, the abyss, whatever you want to say. And a couple of people have mentioned this in comments or emails to me to talk a little about it. Number one, I'm here for you, and you're there for me right now because, again, this is a rough situation. You're seeing real time what's going on. So after they literally drove off, 5 minutes later, I was like, "Oh man, okay." I took a piece of paper and I started writing down the kind of woman or relationship I want, right? So I like a attractive, athletic woman who smiles, and I kind of feel her hug and feel her caring and that energy, and I just put myself in that it's out there, and that does a lot. So one of my suggestions is to try on, if you're in that lonely spot, which is easy to do during the holidays, what do you want? Just take a minute to focus on what do you want and what that creation looks like and what it feels like, really, as opposed to what you don't have and what's empty. It's always a battle, but if you can just try that one little chink in the armor of the sadness, if you will, that comes, the abyss, and say, well, what do I want? And you can literally feel it inside. You're like, wow, I feel her hugging me. I don't know who she is. I don't know where she is. But that energy's out there and it's coming my way. And I think we do attract certain things. And you know what? Even if you don't, like The Secret, you've heard of that, where you attract things. So what? It's better to be in that mindset anyway of abundance, okay? So it takes training and discipline to say, okay, I respect that I have to, put something different in to my mind now to be healthier. So like right now, I'm just going to step away. I'm going to do a rep over here, my weights, because this helps me too. See, I'm just going to do 2, 3, 4, 5. Just put that energy out. Okay? Sitting, trapping everything. I don't want to do that. I want to work it out. So she's out there, I know, and just be with that for a second. It's not going to put out everything, put out the blaze, if you will, but it does help comfort. And writing it out, like, what do you want, man? Somebody wrote that they're feeling they're in the swamp or black hole. Okay? What's that lifeline out look like? What is the life you want to look like? Could even be a job or that business or something. You have to keep bringing it back to yourself. Some other things people have said, I'm out of shape, obviously. 5 reps and I'm ready to pass out. Am I one to give advice on this? But I'm going to give my opinion. A few people have talked about, I'm in this shit and I need to save my marriage. I hope I can save it, da-da-da. To me, you're doomed to failure if that's your attitude. Instead of saving the marriage, be the best person you can. And by default, all that other stuff will happen. If you save the marriage, it just seems like that smells of, and I'm the master of this, giving in or pleasing. That's not what you want, not what she wants. It's not what children need to see if they're involved. What they need to see, dude, is not saving the marriage. It's being the man that you were meant to be, you know you are inside. Now, excuse me, it doesn't mean you run off and go chase a dream without being responsible. What it means is you step up and you be yourself, your potential and everything. So saving the marriage, saving, pulling something together. No, I think focus on yourself, because you'll notice other people change when you change. You have to be hardcore on yourself and say, all right, I have compassion for myself, but what can I do to step up in the plate and be more fulfilled as a person in yourself? Because relationships, big lesson for me, it's not pleasing and keeping it together. No, it's being a full, whole person and being supported by that other person, and then giving the same support to them for their goals, dreams, or things that make them tick, support in that sense. So don't say that, man. Don't save the marriage. Be the best, the person you know you can be, your potential, in a healthy approach. Thanks for your support. Thank you for your support, because right now I need you, and I'm reaching out to you. Just back to the black hole abyss, focus on what it is you want, not what you, what is you want and to bring into your life and act as if you have it. Now, that's self-helpy and total BS in one sense, but we do, as human beings, we walk around mindset. So if your mindset is, this is coming, I guess you risk disappointment down the road if it doesn't come, but it's a hell of a lot easier and more fun and more fulfilled, and you have a better chance if you're in that mindset versus one of starvation and what am I going to do and everything. And I think the key is to balance the two together, where you are motivated by that, am I ever going to have this, to discipline yourself. So use it. It's kind of like Stephen Curry in the NBA. He's a short guy. By NBA standards, came from a small school. Nobody gave him much of a chance, and he uses that. The chip on his shoulder doesn't control him. He uses it and controls it, and I would invite you to look at this the same way. Okay? So you've helped me a lot just by listening. When this black hole or sadness comes up, you feel it. Okay, it's there, but use it to investigate what it is you want in your life, and get a little surly if that serves you, meaning like, hey, I'm not going to let this overwhelm me. I'm in control here, and I have an abyss in front of me, but guess what? An abyss is a lack of anything. It's an emptiness, and from emptiness, anything is possible, as the universe has shown us. Okay, thank you. Happy holidays, and we'll talk again soon.